So welcome to day 2 of my exploring what's causing my blood glucose levels to increase. So once again I'm here in chronometer and I've added my metrics for the day. So last night I was in bed for 8 hours, but my sleep was very broken. It was a very disturbed night. Wasn't the best. Anyhow, my morning weight was 76.95 kilograms and my body fat was 20.32%. My fasting blood glucose levels were 6.8 in the morning. So compared to yesterday, everything is down a little bit from yesterday. So if I look at yesterday, my weight was 77.5, 20.33% body fat, and a fasting blood glucose level of 7.2. So it's slightly better today, but it's more the long-term averages that are important. Okay, so for breakfast, as usual, I started off with a half a litre of water, and then I followed that by a smoothie, a banana smoothie. So again, 580 grams of bananas, some cinnamon, some blueberries, and some water. That came to 577 calories. Afternoon, again, I had 2 smoothies. So this is actually a lunch and an afternoon smoothie. So again, they're pretty much the same. Water, bananas, raspberries and blueberries, and water, bananas and blueberries. So they're the 2 separate ones there. So that came to 1,129 calories all up. I didn't record dinner because it was hard to work out how to do dinner. I would have mostly consumed about 500 calories. Mainly the reason why I didn't record anything is because it was a meal it was a leftover meal from a day or so ago. So I don't know what the ingredients were in it. If I were to make a meal, I'd most probably create a meal in Chronometer and then use that to input my data. But I didn't make the meal, and I don't know what the proportions or the values of what was inside the meal. So I'll leave it at that, but there would have been about another 500 calories. But the important thing here to note for people that are into calorie restriction, so here's 1,700 calories for the day. Even though this is like almost a 955 type diet plan, you'll notice that the nutrient balance is very poor. There's lots of things that are very low. I mean, like vitamin A, it's quite low compared to a proper day, or a vitamin E. And so the more calories you consume, the closer you get to your nutrient values. So it's important to up this. The more you can get in, the better these are going to look. And this is actually what it's more about. Having the energy intake is one thing, but having these nutrient values and balancing, getting them as good as high as possible is really where you want to go. I mean, my iron is only 69%. I mean, it's quite low. So that being said, my nutrient mix or my balances, Omega's okay as usual. I still have this potassium sodium issue, so I can't work this one out. Very low sodium. I've got a lot of potassium. Okay, so I mean, do I have to consume way more potassium to be balanced out? I'll have to work that one out. My zinc copper ratios are bad again. So zinc is okay, it's quite low, but my copper is quite high. So obviously I have to have more copper to bring this up the scale a bit into the green area, and the same with the calcium, magnesium. I mean, it's the same routine. So I had to stop eating early. I had to finish my eating early, so because I'm going to the doctor tomorrow to have my blood tests done. Now, I haven't had a blood test since February when I was on the paleo diet, and at that point in time my diabetes had been reversed and I was getting an A1C result somewhere in the fives, in the upper fives. So since then I moved over to a basically raw diet, and in recent times into what one could call a raw to 4 type diet. So it's been a bit worrying because the carb intake that I've been doing is incredibly high, and compared to what I was on before, which is mainly proteins and fats. And so I've been sort of putting this test off, being quite nervous about it because I read, I like the diet, I like the idea of the diet. It sounds really compelling, but you know, the blood test will tell all tomorrow, and that could be an interesting day. And if my blood tests don't work out well, then I will I'll stay on the diet, but I'll have to readjust. I'll have to readjust what I'm doing and the way I'm doing it. But anyhow, we'll see what tomorrow brings. So tonight will be a fasting night, and tomorrow blood tests. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. So also, if you're enjoying these videos and you find them interesting, please subscribe. Really appreciate that. If you've got any comments or questions, please post them below. I don't know everything. I'm not the font of all wisdom. You know, I'm in a journey. I'm searching for answers. I'm looking for a lifestyle that's going to work for me and controlling my blood, my diabetes, and also enhance my lifestyle. So if you've got any comments, questions, ideas, suggestions, please post them below. Much appreciated. Anyhow, catch up to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.